On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Castillo. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now. Raimel Tapia up to hit. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 21.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Smoke to right, but he's got it. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And stepping in is the speedy Ken Griffey Jr. On a line, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, one out. At the plate, Nolan Gorman. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Nolan Arenado. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the back in Seattle. And today's starting pitcher, Bob Gibson. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. His ERA that year was 1.12. That's a fair ball down the right field line. And that's going to roll a while. And he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Righty delivers. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Abrams leads off second with nobody out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Gibson won the Triple Crown that year in the National League. He was just absolutely untouchable. Hitters had a hard time sleeping the night before his starts.
No outs. Runners at first and third. Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one to first, not in time. And a run scores.
Well, he made the decision to try to take it himself at second and then throw for the double play over to first base. But good hustle down the line. You know, it's a toss-up to think if he flipped it, could they have gotten him? I think you just have to go with your conviction.
Cal Raleigh stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next offering is in for a strike. Depending on who you ask, Gibson either gets the blame or the credit for Major League Baseball lowering the mound after that 1968 season. The 1-2. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So they get one run. Top of the second, here's the left fielder, Jordan Walker.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
This one popped up right side. Ford hauls it in, and there's one away.
The second baseman.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Swing at a high fly ball left field. Kelnick makes the grab, and there's two gone.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across one run. That's towards center. Rodriguez racing after it. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is that. The Cards leave one. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for Seattle, Jeimer Candelario. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Gibson, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. The wind of the pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it, and there's one down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that until his next at bat.
J.P. Crawford, the next to hit, takes ball one. Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball two. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Righty to the plate. Right side, hard hit. Can't field it cleanly.
Yikes, pretty hard to say anything other than he flanked that one. Maybe a little cut at the end, but a first baseman at this level has to make that play.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 2 hits and 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. And first offering is fouled off. Gibson. He's a guy that has both swing and miss stuff and exceptional command. I mean, that's a rare combination. That makes him one of the best in the game. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball.
And when the hitter steps in the box, he knows that I got to be ready to swing. And that's where it really opens things up for him to change speeds, change location to get the swing and miss.
Nootbaar in position. So many strikeout guys do have trouble with walks because usually the strikeout is tied in to the stuff, and sometimes the stuff is difficult to command. Not the case here. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Mike Ford at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and fires.
Nope, that's down.
Off
Ball
the
two.
mark there. And that's ball 2. And there's the strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Third out, one left for Seattle, but they lead it 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, and here's the first baseman, Raimel Tapia.
Raimel Tapia.
The wind and the pitch. And that one fouled off. Castillo measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Lars Nootbaar digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Checks over to first. Back safely. Castillo, a 6'2 righty, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
And now the 0-1. Foul ball there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
The idea was right, looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
That's to third. Candelario on to first. 2 away. Out to short. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, and now Jared Kellner, the right-hander, back to work. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Kellner, 23 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one gone.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Abrams takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And there's the strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Here's a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wind to kick the pitch. And now 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. But they're on top 1-0. Out of the 4th. And now the DH, Nolan Gorman. The pitch. And that misses off the outside edge. And that's just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. Here's Nolan Arenado. First time up was a pop out. And that's in there for strike 1. Luis Castillo, a guy who debuted in 2017 with the Reds at 24 years old, multiple all-star appearances, traded to the Mariners at the deadline in 2022. You think about that triple-digit fastball, but the changeup is the thing that stands out.
Yeah, and you could argue that he's got the best changeup in baseball. From the right side, it's like a Bugs Bunny pitch and works so well off of his fastball.
Swung on, belted. Hernandez going back some more. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Brendan Donovan. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back singles. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. There's a strike.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Julio Rodriguez. Gibson back to work. Ball 1 there. One of the things that's cool is Rodriguez, even as young as he is, has formed kind of a neat relationship with Ichiro Suzuki. They met back in 2019 when Julio asked to take a photo with Ichiro, and the relationship has grown since then. And it is
2-1.
2-1.
Strike.
No surprise that as a kid, Julio Rodriguez says he admired Alex Rodriguez, Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz, and Ichiro Suzuki, among others, as far as guys he looked up to in the big leagues. And those are some pretty good players, in my opinion.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. Not in time. He's safe.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. He popped out his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. 2 down.
The batter.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Crawford.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Raleigh leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. That one down the line and foul ball. The next pitch misses and the count 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Mariners leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and we are all tied up. It's 1-1.
This guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Stepping in, Raimel Tapia. That one ripped. Hernandez drop step going back. Gone! He rockets one to right, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it, and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And that one missing low.
Count 1-0.
That one fouled off.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, 6 hits on the first.
Knocks it down, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the 1st out.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
And that one Wrapped foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Gorman at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences.
He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
The right field.
The pitch.
Hernandez.
That's in for a strike. Base hit into the outfield. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. Such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. Tries to check his swing, but he makes contact. Can't glove it cleanly.
I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Next offering misses. 2-2.
2-2 now.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now at the plate, C.J. Abrams. And the 1-0. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Josh Rojas. In there for strike 1. A little bit low. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Gets under it and pops it up. Edman flashes the leather on the run and catch. Mariners leave a couple, and our score remains 2-1. And welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Nolan Arenado. And a pitch. Out to short. Abrams tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. To the right side. A flip to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman,
Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. Bounce to the right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. St. Louis goes down in order. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And now the count is even. The wind of the pitch. And a count 1-2. And the righty deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering is down low. 2-2.
2 strikes.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And a swing and a miss. One away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And the batter now, Cal Raleigh. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Raleigh goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. Got him looking. 2 away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Candelario stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And it's even up.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That one pushed foul. Got him swinging. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the Cardinals catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And now the shortstop, Tommy Edman. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here. Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Marco Gonzalez.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
I'm tired of laying low, only want to be with you. So precious, so precious.
And now the first baseman, Raimel Tapia. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing. He went 0-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Edman over at second, one down. On the ground right side. Play is made, 2 out. So 2 down now, and here is Lars Nootbaar. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And the inning is over. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they still lead it 2. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the 7th. In now is the Mariners DH, J.P. Crawford. Clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
That one inside, and the count even 1-1. And another ball.
Man, he's been really good, about to hit that 100 pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
The tying run at the plate. 3-2 now.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Right fielder.
And up next for Seattle, Teoscar Hernandez. First offering misses the mark. Hard ground ball, base now.
All over that one right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Sizzling on its way to the outfield. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
A couple of singles back to back. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Got him! And there's 2 away.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now here is C.J. Abrams. There's a strike. That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one off the outside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. That's out to center field. Junior under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Mariners leave a couple. They're down 2-1. We're at the top of the 8th. And now here is Ken Griffey Jr. That one lifted to left. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Here's Nolan Gorman.
For the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Out to center. Rodriguez puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. And he grounds one to the right side. Rojas. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Line, and that's a base hit. Arenado around third. Here comes the throw. Runner scores from second as they add on an insurance run. And it's 3-1.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Gabriel Moreno next up for the Cardinals. One for 3. Walker on third. Donovan on at first with 2 down. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. This is Cardinals baseball on the back in Seattle. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Rojas. Gibson back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mariners looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
This one popped up, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. First pitch, and he just misses. Bounced up the middle. Can't field it cleanly.
The throw was right there. He just dropped it. Didn't look it into the pocket. Maybe had a little late movement on it and hit the heel of the glove and just clanked. One of those errors where you kind of can't believe it when you do it.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. That one's in there, 0-1.
Now this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Jamer Candelario up next for the Mariners. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Tommy Edman. Swinging a foul straight back. Gonzalez, a 6'1" lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, A changeup, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. And the 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. Rodriguez going back on this one. Back some more. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Rojas throws on to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Last chance for the home team. Now it's going to be J.P. Crawford. The new pitcher in the game, JoJo Romero.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high score.